Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell says the media's difficulty in obtaining public information from government is one of the key issues he intends to address as the new Minister for Information. Mitchell explains that he believes in transparency and as such, he will be passing the Freedom of Information Act in Parliament to ensure that journalists in particular can perform their duties efficiently going forward.
One of the things that I think has to happen is that we have to strengthen the institutional framework that allows journalists to do their jobs, particularly as it relates to getting information from the government and the state. So we intend to pass the Freedom of Information Act that makes it easier for journalists and citizens to demand information from the government as to how they're conducting their business and affairs. And I think that will allow for journalists to be able to, when they ask the questions and the information is not being provided, to have a mechanism to demand that the information be provided.
This is one announcement that the president of the Grenada Media Workers Association, Jarrod Joseph, says they will keep their eye on while hoping this legislation materialized.
We at the Media Workers Association of Grenada welcome such an initiative to put into act the Freedom of Information legislation, which will basically help us journalists, reporters, press writers to better able do our jobs and produce more balanced reporting, the investigative journalism that people have been demanding that would be covered once such an act is put in place. And I hope that it is not lip service and that it will be done in a timely manner.
Prime Minister Mitchell also spoke of his plans for the Government Information Service, as upgrades and changes will be made to ensure that the department is more efficient.
Information service. Certainly from the very brief encounter that I've had, there is a need for a lot of training, a lot of upgrading and modernizing of the equipment, and to be more than just a mouthpiece for what the politicians say, but to really represent, in a sense, the government. Because remember, the government consists of statutory bodies, all kinds of organizations, and we want to be able to use that to showcase what's going on in Grenada, not just from a political point of view, but from a sporting, cultural point of view as well, and to help create content and to help encourage persons who want to be journalists and who want to engage in that area to see it as a place that they can come to and have a career in as well.
The PM says he will ensure his government is transparent so that the public will continue to trust and have confidence in his team. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.